Hello, this is Jerry. I'm playing Oxygen Not Included. In this episode, I'm going to get the last two achievements in this whole series on getting every achievement in this game. So those are No Place Like Clone, where I need 20 dupes. I currently have a dozen. So building a spot for the new dupes so to be able to eat. So I need 8 more dupes. So basically, every time the printing pod has a dupe available, I'm going to print a dupe and get up to 20, and that's pretty much it. The other achievement that I need to get is the Great Escape, which sends a dupe on a one-way mission to into the Temporal Tear, which I've already opened. So there you can see I've got my 13th dupe within this world. Now I'm working on my 14th dupe, just having a look at which traits are going to be good. Not particular picky, because in this playthrough I'm just going to get all the achievements, and that's my only really goal for this playthrough. So I just keep taking basically the least worst dupe as far as I'm concerned. But this is pretty easy. This will be pretty easy, and the Great Escape, I already have opened up the Temporal Tear, so the moment I've got the 20, I'll send someone there, and then that'll conclude everything. And I'm not going to send someone to the Temporal Tear on the one-way mission till I've got to the 20, because they go away. It's, like I said, one-way mission. So if I had 19 dupes, send one dupe down there, then I'd be down to 18 and have to print 2 more. But anyway, so I've made it to 19 dupes, and here I am just about to print the 20th dupe. Whew, okay. So I'm not actually sure. There it is. Achievement unlocked. No Place Like Clone. So I've got 20 dupes for the first time in any base. I'm not necessarily in a position to maintain enough food for them, but you know that my goal. That's why I did this one at the very end. Notice I've got this achievement, and there's only one left to do: the Great Escape. So let's do that one next. So I'm sending 2 dupes on a mission to head towards the Temporal Tear. The reason I'm sending 2 is I'm worried that one dupe is going to go into the Temporal Tear and it's just going to leave a rocket there. And if that's the case, I want to have the other dupe to be able to return the rocket. Not that I really care, because after getting this achievement, I'm done with this playthrough, but that's my thought. It could also be in the situation they get to the Temporal Tear and it tells me only one dupe can be in the rocket in order to be able to use it. But you know what? I'll learn this as I go. Never watched a rocket with so much anticipation before. This is literally the last thing I need to do in order to get every achievement in Oxygen Not Included. So I'm hoping I've done everything right. Alright, so I am very close to this big moment of getting the very last achievement that I have left to get in Oxygen Not Included. So I actually navigated to a spot next to the Temporal Tear, just because I don't know how this whole thing works. I figured I'll get there, I'll make a save point, and then just travel one tile over and see what happens when the ship gets to the Temporal Tear. Okay, so there it is. It is next to the Temporal Tear. I'm going to change. Okay, actually, before that, let's do a save, because something could go terribly wrong here. Biggest concern is I can't actually send 2 dupes in. But anyway, so I'm going to navigate to the very next tile. So that should take 0.03 cycles to get there. And then once they do, I will see what it takes to actually put one of them or both of them through the tear. Okay, I am not that far from getting there. I'm in the seconds, under 15 seconds or so, to the rocket arriving in the Temporal Tear. I don't know if it's an automated thing or if there's something I'm going to do when the rocket gets there. But anyway, here it is. The rocket is sliding over. And there's now a button that says Enter the Temporal Tear. So I guess if you... Oh, what a time to have a game bug. I'm going to report this. I probably should have put a description, the crash description there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's because I have 2 dupes. I'm just going to load back and let me try again. Okay, I am less than a minute to having my rocket arrive in the temporal tear again on the second time. First time it crashed. And I'm hoping it's not going to crash again. So this is the exact same rocket. I haven't changed anything. The only thing I'm going to do differently this time, when the rocket gets there, instead of racing to click on that button, I'm just going to let it rest there for a few seconds and hope that it doesn't crash again. We'll see what happens. So there we are. A few seconds arrived. So it is getting to the temporal tear object. I am very nervous. Just going to let it rest for a few seconds and then try clicking on this and see what happens. All right, is it going to crash? What is that? Looks like a bunch of junk. Oh, but it counts. The Great Escape. There it is. My last achievement in Oxygen Not Included. All achievements in this game in a single colony. Oh, yes. Okay, that has taken a while to get. Let me debrief on this particular achievement. And then at the very end, I'll debrief on the whole thing. So it's just rolling through all the different planetoids. The only one that has dupes on is the main world. The most difficult part of getting this achievement is opening the tear. Getting to it, aside from the fact that it crashed, is definitely just the open that damn machine. That takes a lot of rad bolts. I think now that I know a bit about Research Reactor, I might do that different play. The other thing is it doesn't do anything special for you after getting this getting someone over there. I would have thought maybe they send gifts back to you every so often from their new colony, or maybe you could start, actually better yet, a new colony with okay, I'll talk about that. We have always viewed the temporal tear as a phenomenon to fear, but the civilization before us, the call to adventure, asks us to confront our anxiety and leap into the unknown. As radical action and hope, I have sent enough duplicates through the temporal tear to start another colony, explore dimensions beyond ours, and the plan to see the life throughout time and space. Okay, awesome. As I was just mentioning, and it kind of alludes to this here, but it doesn't actually let you do this. I was expecting and starting a new colony that I would be able to have this dupe that has higher skills to be able to do it. I think that would be a really cool thing. It gives you some sort of reward for this. It doesn't work that way. You send them and they're gone. It's like it's as if they died. Okay, so there it is. Every single achievement in this game in a single colony. So what do I have to say about this whole process? First of all, it's not the most fun way to play this game. I've played this game through quite a few times. I would say this is probably one of the lower fun levels, but I've just decided I've played this game through so many times, and I haven't gotten all the achievements. I probably was missing between 25% or 30% of the achievements. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do a playthrough and see what it takes just to get every single achievement in this game. So anyway, there it is. There were lots of points where I would just walk away from the game. It was just running in a certain state, and I was just waiting for something to happen to be able to get an achievement, and then I'd come back to it maybe 10 minutes later. Probably the biggest complaint I have on that is going to be the Mine the Gap achievement in this game, which gets you to mine 100 units, or sorry, a million, oh god, if it was only 100, a million units in the different fields in space. I really think that should have been 100,000. A tenth of it. Because if you just compare that with the amount of effort and time that it takes to do all the other achievements, it just seems that one is a bit out of whack. I did learn a lot about this whole process. I would say the top three things. 3 was learning where graphite was. That's in the water world. 2, opening a temporal tear. So I actually went through a temporal tear before, but that was before the game changed with the expansion. But anyway, so I actually opened up it the proper way, or the new way. But the biggest thing that I've learned is how to tame and operate a research reactor. And I haven't done it the most optimal way, but I've got some ideas in my next playthrough to be able to tame that and make it work in a much more effective way. Anyway, there it is. I'm going to do another playthrough, this time going through the Moonlet cluster, and do a completely different playthrough and perhaps a different style. I hope to see you in that series, but for this series of getting all achievements, that's it. So thank you for watching.